My favorite thing in the world is getting up early and coming outside to see what's growing. So I'm going to take you guys with me. The sun's behind that tree and it's just coming up. So this is I'm coming out the front door and I have these planters potted up. And I got a whole bunch. This is what the kids have been doing while they've been home from school. But I have a whole bunch of flowers coming up in this front bed. There's the cranesbill, the wild geraniums right here, and then tulips and daffodils. Some hostas are starting to come up. And what else is in here? The honeysuckle. Putting leaves on. The early daffodils are blooming, but not a lot going on yet. Here's the horse's view again. The front of the house, not a lot is happening. There's some yarrow. Just the perennials are coming up. I did go through this bed once and got the weeds out, but the grass is coming back more. And then on this side, I had to put these bamboo hoops up. I got Star on a leash because she's really bad. She'll just take off and not listen. But there's hydrangeas in these hoops, and I had to put them there because the dogs just keep running them over, fighting. And I have grass in here I need to get out. Over here is my hellebores I planted right before they started closing down school and stuff. They look a little bit droopy, it's so cold outside. The horses over here. Star's gonna bark at him. Hi guys. Good morning. And the willow tree is starting to get leaves. Exciting. This year, sorry, I'm being pulled by the dog. This year I'm gonna kind of let it go and touch the ground. I think I'm gonna be mowing the lawn more because the kids are gonna be working. There's my shadow, hi. And so I don't mind getting hit in the face. So I'll just take you around the backyard. Hold on, let me put Star, hook her onto something. Okay, so I don't have a lot of growth quite yet. I don't know if you can see Keystone in the window. I made him stay in so him and Star wouldn't fight. My lupins are doing good, irises. There's a lot of good stuff in here. These were double daffodils that I ended up just cutting because it snowed on them and they just fell, sorry. Look how pretty they are though. The rest are in the house in a vase. And then they have some new little ones. Just now blooming. Can't remember what kind that is. Some in here, but the cats and dogs keep laying on it. Tulips, roses, more tulips. A lot of growth has come on, but it's still not very exciting yet. Alliums. This is my favorite lupin in the whole world. So I put the bamboo there so the dogs would quit smashing it. It's the Masterpiece lupin. Still not a lot going on in here. I did clean it out a little. but it needs more work, especially back here. I don't know what's gonna happen with these. These are Oliver Bascom, the green, the dark green, that kind of self-seeded and jumbled together. So I don't know what that's gonna look like this year. It might be pretty. I might have to weed them out. My grasses, I didn't cut them back very good because I was late cutting them back, and there was a lot of green, so there's a lot of dead that I left. Because if you cut the green tops off, you're cutting the tops of your grass off, so the plumes that you get in the fall. So I didn't want to cut it down too far. Next year I'll be better about it. The rose. And I got one daffodil going. I cleaned this part up, but I haven't gotten this part. There's a lot of grass right there. Anyway, that's my perennial flower beds. In my big pots, I mostly have tulips coming up everywhere. Purple kale that I started from seed last fall. Pansies that have overwintered. These are my sweet peas that I've been hardening off. I left them out last night. And these overwintered too. Chives, Swiss chard. Then after finishing the one flower bed yesterday, we started on the opposite side. And there was that, right here, there was that lavender hedge I was growing, and I actually dug that up and planted it and made it more on the edge of the bed. So right here, I don't know if it's gonna work because that lavender's pretty old, like this one I moved. But we'll see, because I extended the bed out last year, and it just was driving me crazy because right here there was an end when the bed went all the way out to the irises. So, and in the place of the lavender, I planted the rest of that asparagus, and we got this cleaned out. That's irises and daylilies and globe thistle, and there's some artichoke and baby artichoke down in here. And this is where we ended. We still have our buckets there. And then the rest of the lavender I planted right here. So hopefully it grows. I don't know how good that's gonna do. If it doesn't, oh well, I'll be sad, but it's okay. So today we're gonna extend this out. This is rhubarb coming up. We're gonna try to clean this out if my son helps. He's a teenager, a senior, so I don't know if he's gonna help very much, but hopefully he will. And my other goal is to get the beds over here, the bed rails, I don't know what you call it, that we're using for the peas and cucumbers to climb on, to get this bed cleaned out. So hopefully we'll get that done today. It's been 2 days since we worked out in the garden and I filmed this. We did get this bed done, but we got some really cold, windy weather with some snow, so we stayed out of the garden. There are some baby artichokes in here and a few other things. They're really small, so I marked them with the sticks to try to make sure we don't weed them out. There's already some different things coming up, but we made it to, we got the rhubarb cleaned out, the horseradish is coming up. There's another baby artichoke. I'm hoping those will make it, but we made it to about right here. And I have a rose that I thought was dead, and that has some new growth on it, so I'm happy about that. Then we still have the rest of this to do. But I ended up buying some different plants, and I'm gonna fix those up today. Get them planted in. And then we also planted onions in here. Some onion sets. There's 80 onion sets. And star. So, and then another part of our new change is we're actually going to turn this into an orchard. I'll keep the beds around the edge so that like the artichokes and the asparagus and all that will just live in here, and so the perennial vegetables will be fine, and I want to keep it pretty. So I'll keep following with the lavender around eventually and keep the irises going down the middle, and then plant fruit trees in here. Alright, I'm going to end this video and then start another one on the plants I bought and what I'm doing.